Oh, isn't He a good God? Jesus is so good to us. And it's well expressed that our God is a good God. He's so good to His children. He has provided every good thing for us. Everything that we have need of, He's provided it. Truly you could say, Our Father who art in heaven, because He is a Father. And though we be disobedient, though we be arrogant, He still provides for us just the same. Whether we are good or whether we are bad, He gives us food to eat, clothes to wear, house to dwell in. Oh, He is so good. If we would just look around and count the good things that He is to us.
Amen.
We don't stop to consider that. What if you had no eyes? What if you had no nose? You had no mouth, you had no ears. What if you had no feet or limbs and could not walk around, but see, He provided you feet? What if you had no eyes and could not see, and yet you could hear noises, but you knew not what they were? Now, them's all in the five senses that He provides. But then, if we'll just live close to Him, He'll provide something else for us. That is an insight that we can see what the ordinary person never sees. When we're born again, we see Him. See? You know Him. You have seen Him. He will abide with you forever. Oh, He's a good Father. He's the fountain of goodness, the great resource of all goodness and fatherhood belongs in our God. He's so good to His believing children. But now, perhaps one thing that He provides for us is sunshine. Oh, how that, you couldn't live without sunshine. You couldn't live but a little while because there'd be nothing growing, and sunshine is such a great thing and so needful. Yet we just look and say, oh, it's the sun. Go on. See, we so look over it. But that sunshine is important to our life. It helps us. And it gives us strength. And now that's to the natural man, and then there is a spiritual sunshine that we can live in. All the natural are types of spiritual. Like we have good food that we eat at the table, it's a type of the good food that we eat from the Word. See? Amen. It's just a type. It's the outward expression, the physical part of the spiritual part, which means more to us than the physical part. See, it's just like a little baby. When a little baby is conceived in the mother's womb, it's just flesh and blood jumping, quivering. But as soon as it's born, you don't see it, but there's a spirit and soul hanging near that mother to come into that baby just as soon as it's born. Just as soon as that baby's born, God has created a soul and created a spirit to be in that baby just as soon as it's born into this world. Amen. That little baby becomes matured and it begins to learn. Then it becomes a living soul. It knows what's right and wrong. Then it's got, just like Adam and Eve, set before a tree of right and wrong. It makes its choice. And then it becomes intelligent. It's growing all the time. It's God's great economy. And finally it comes down to the end of the road for this physical body. And just as this body is deteriorating and going away, there is one being prepared to receive it. Just as soon as it leaves here, this soul that's in us now and this spirit leaves this body and goes to another. A young one. A good one, a better one, a one that won't get old, a one that won't pass away. Why, He's a good God.